everyone.
Hi there.
And welcome to Tim Talks. This week we have a very special guest. It is our master miller, Mary Louise Bucher, and we are here in our kitchen at the tasting room talking about olive oil and things you can do with it. Now, at Trattore Farms, we grow about how many different varietals of olives here?
Probably all over 20.
About 20, a little over, and ranging from Spanish and
We've got Spanish,
Italian.
Argentina, and Manzanilla. We've got Italian Tuscans, and we even have a little bit of Greek in
A little bit of Greek too. So lots of different varietals we grow here. We also work with other growers, and we have our own mills here on site. So we do all the milling on site. And one of the number one questions we get is, what's extra virgin olive oil? So let's start with that. And Mary Louise, why don't you tell folks about the 3 things that make olive oil extra virgin?
Sure. Okay. Well, first thing is, it's really the only oil you should use. It is 100% mechanically extracted, so there's no chemicals involved. Some of those other oils that you find on the grocery store shelves are chemically processed, and then they have to bleach them, and they have to take the chemicals out. Well, olive oil doesn't have that. It's 100% mechanically extracted.
And what's the second thing about olive oil?
Second thing, well, it's going to be crushed or processed at cold temperatures. You hear about cold pressed. The more you warm up the pumice when you're crushing, the more oil you extract, but you also start sacrificing some of those measurements that make it extra virgin. So we keep ours, they recommend below 82 degrees, we keep ours much, much lower.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of a guard band, as we call it. Mary Louise said something. She said pumice. What's pumice? Well, when we mill the olives, we take the olives, pits and all, and we have 2 types of mills here. We have a stone mill, and then we also have a hammer mill. And the olives get ground up, pits and all, into a paste, and that paste is called pumice. And it's through that paste that we then centrifuge and extract the oils out of that after it's mixed for quite a while. So pretty simple process, but fun to watch. If you're ever here at Trattore during olive season, please stop on by. So now, olive oil has some health benefits. Let's talk briefly about that. So why is extra virgin olive oil so good for you?
So it is a monounsaturated fat, which is the good ones, the good fats that you want to have in your diet. They talk about the Mediterranean diet and why it's so good for you. And it's because it does have all those heart healthy fats that actually lower your cholesterol.
Okay, so now, this is the exciting part. Now we're gonna actually put olive oil to use. So we've got, what is this, 6 things here we're gonna play with. First, let's talk about crostini, which we use everywhere at Trattore. How do we make crostinis here?
Oh, super simple. Take any sort of bread. We tend to use sweet French here at the tasting room. Slices, lay them out on a tray. Take a brush or a sprayer, but I like to use a brush. Slather it with olive oil. You can either use a straight oil or our garlic oil. Little crushed sea salt on it, and just toast it in the oven at 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes to whatever degree of crispness you want.
And then it's great with cheese and meats and all kinds of other good stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
We've got the big game coming, so
popcorn,
what better than to get a heart healthy snack? You don't have to tell anybody who's snacking on it that it's heart healthy. We've got our habanero lime olive oil. So air pop the popcorn, drizzle it with the olive oil, sprinkle some herbs on top or salt, toss it up. You've got a great game day snack. This is a kind of an herb salt that we sell here in the tasting room. It's going to have a good zing to it.
Yes, indeed. This is actually my favorite. The habanero lime gives it a little bit of a punch, which is really wonderful, but really fun stuff. All right, what do we got next?
Oh, then we can go a little bit more elegant on the appetizers here. It is citrus season. We've got our lemons and oranges are all burst at the tasting room here. And nothing better than taking some of these and drizzling them on some goat cheese. You can even do it on the salumi, fresh herbs, or a salad. Any of these are a great way. It also makes it really pretty when you do it. Drizzle it up, little cracked pepper,
beautiful
side of crackers. You've got a really wonderful, elegant
Even though I grew up a dairy farmer, I'm allowing goat cheese in our kitchen here. So
I like
it. Yeah. Now for salads, what's a good salad dressing that we always use?
I always do a combination of one of our oils and one of our vinegars. Here's where you can have a lot of fun. Right now we're highlighting our Healdsburg blend olive oil and our new cranberry pear.
New cranberry pear, yummy, yummy.
I tend to do like a 1/3, 2/3. I like to put a little bit more oil than vinegar because the vinegar is so strong that it really.
So a third vinegar, 2/3 olive oil.
2/3 olive oil. Yeah. I mean,
Great.
Sometimes you don't need anything. You can just mix the two, little salt and little pepper. Sometimes a little bit of dried mustard or Dijon to help bind it. It's great this time of winter. Put citrus in your salads.
Yeah.
I think it's a great way. This is a wonderful spinach salad, and the cranberries get highlighted by the cranberry pear.
Now, next we have some cornbread, and we've been growing lots of jalapenos in our garden. We even smoked a lot of jalapenos and made chipotle recently, which has been exciting. So tell us about this jalapeno oil.
Okay. This is a great staple, also wonderful in popcorn, but a really good way to give a little zing to your cornbread. You can put it into your chili if you want to have your game day chili to accompany it. I know people who like to fry their eggs in it because it does add a little bit of zing or a little bit of drizzle on your avocado toast. It's another
or like
great
with those
way.
bland vegetables, you kind of give it a little punch up with jalapeno or something like that.
Yep.
Now this next one is chocolate, and we have a raspberry beautiful balsamic vinegar that all you need to do is pour a little bit on it. This is the only dish that I can make, which is chocolate with vinegar. So I'm gonna eat that in a little bit, but there you have it. 6 really simple things to do with olive oils and vinegars from Trattore Farms. I'm gonna be eating some chocolate now, so cheers. Cheers to all of you, and thanks for watching Tim Talks.